What is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome back. This is Miss T, and we are tapping in with the T Show. If this is your first time joining us, thank you. You are appreciated. We are a growing channel, and with your help, we will continue to grow. If you've been here before, thank you for returning. You already know what it is. So let's just tap right into a topic that I have been really heavy on, especially on my social media, with my Instagram, with my Facebook page. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that is MsT.twana, Miss.twana on the gram. But anyhow, yeah, let's just jump right into this topic. Today I want to talk about depression and anxiety and how it is hereditary. What that means for people who do not know what hereditary means, it means that if anybody in your family that came along before you, or even maybe a sibling, suffers from any of the following: depression, anxiety, panic attacks, anything of that nature, you can possibly suffer from it as well. So I want to reach out to, the people who have children right now. If you know that you suffer and you have children, I think it's really important for you to seek help in healing yourself, but also pay attention to your kids, pay attention to your children, pay attention to the people that are in your family. It's crazy how alcoholism, drugs, and all of that, high blood pressure and diabetes, all of those diseases are hereditary. Why wouldn't depression or anxiety or anything of that nature be hereditary as well? I think that the stigmatism with these diseases is so drastic that people don't even want to touch on it. People don't want to believe that it is what it is. A lot of people sit back and they're just like, oh, this kid has mood swings, or I have mood swings, or, they're just disobedient and stuff like that. But you got to learn to, we as a people have to learn to start digging much deeper to get to the root of our problems and our issues and break these generational curses. That's what we're going to call them. We're going to call them generational curses, because what happens is, if we don't heal, how this saying goes, if you don't heal from your wound, or if you don't heal your wound, you bleed all over everything that's around you, or everybody that's around you. And that's what's happening. And I'm noticing, the trends of it being passed down, and people are, looking for ways and outlets to suppress their depression. You know what I mean? You got some people that drink. You have some people who use drugs. You have certain men that suffer with depression, and they deal with it by having multiple women around them, because that gives them some type of power, and it makes them feel more manly, because depression will make you feel weak. It will make you feel low. It will make you feel worthless. So some men reach out to having multiple amounts of women around them, and they interact in reckless sexapades just to release whatever it is that's going on with them. And women as well, we do our thing. It might not be sex, it might be shopping. You might become a shopaholic, because temporary retail therapy is a real thing. It's a real thing. When you see these women and they're going out and they're shopping and they're shopping and they're shopping, they have tons of clothes in their closet with tags on them. It's a mental thing. It makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel like they're doing something. So pay attention to this hereditary depression, these illnesses, because they are real. Like I said, make sure that you are healing. I wish you the best in healing. And the crazy thing about it is, I don't know why it's so taboo. And everybody has baggage. everybody has baggage. But the thing is, this person sits around and they pretend that they're all good. The next person pretend that they're all good, and nobody wants to talk about it. So when nobody wants to talk about it, the third person sitting in the room feels like a weirdo, because they're sitting back and they're like, what's wrong with me when everybody else is good? And when actuality, everybody isn't good. Everybody carries some type of something with them. And if you are amongst the few that don't, man, leave a message in the comments and let me know how you got through it to the point where you're not dealing with anything and you're walking around and your life is just gravy. And leave it in the comments, because I'm not the only one that's going to read the comments. And there may be other people who read the comments, and you may be helping them along the way. And I feel like that's what this whole journey is about. And that's why I'm so heavy on this topic, because it's a journey. It's not like, you just wake up one day, you're healed and you're good. No, there's always something that can trigger your illness to reoccur. And that's why I always say this. You have to give it maintenance, just like you give everything else maintenance in your life. You have to maintain the illness to make sure that you're in a good place every single day if necessary. If you have to do once a week, me time, and whatever that me time is for you, whatever makes you feel good, whatever sends you on a path of healing, then I suggest you stay on that path of me time. Because it's definitely something that is needed in our community. I don't know why we have this stigmatism, and I'm speaking of Black people, this stigmatism of not wanting to go to therapy, not wanting to get help. I don't know, man. That to me, that's a little. Why would you just want to sit in madness rather than seek help? And if you feel better, and what I'm noticing is that there's a lot more people of color, Black people, brown people getting into the field and becoming therapists. And if you feel more comfortable speaking to somebody that can relate to you, which makes sense to me, then I suggest you go out there and speak to someone that can relate. I always say it's easier to speak to someone who you don't know that can relate to you, as opposed to your family, as opposed to your friends. So that's another suggestion that I have for everybody who might be going through this healing process. Get out there, speak about it, write in a journal, whatever it is that you need to do. I suggest that, that's something that gets done. And it's another thing that I'm noticing too with women in particular. We feel like we have to be super strong. And it's crazy because sometimes we feel like we have to be stronger than the men, which causes another type of situation that I'm not even going to get into right now. But, as women, you want to be, we're by nature, we're nurturers. So we take care of everybody. You know what I mean? We cook, we clean, we work, we do all of that. And we don't want to show a sign of weakness. Now, how can you not show a sign of weakness when day after day after day after day doing the same thing takes a toll on you? It doesn't make you weak. It takes a toll on you. But we're so programmed to keep pushing and not show signs of weaknesses that we push ourselves through to a point where we're mentally beat. We are mentally beat down because we refuse to take a break. We refuse to tell our kids, hold on. We refuse to tell our husbands or our spouses, I'm not cooking today. We refuse to take a day off of work. We are not super women. We are not, as much as I want to say that we are, but we're not. We're humans. We're not mechanical machines that, just keep pumping and keep pumping and keep pumping. Ladies, you got to learn to take a break. You have to learn to take a mental break. And for our men, you just have to understand that speaking up and admitting that you have a problem and seeking help does not show a sign of weakness. It actually shows a sign of strength. I want all of our people to be strong. And when I say our people, I mean anybody in the community that is struggling with, depression, anxiety, and panic attacks and things of that nature. This is a community. And together as a community, reaching out to one another is how we heal. So I welcome everybody to this healing community. And again, I talk about these things quite often. This is not my only topic that I discuss, but this one is so prevalent and it's so heavy and it's so real and it's so in our faces that it's been a topic that I've been on real heavy lately. I don't know. I think, for now, I'm just going to close this video out. I'm going to wish you all well. I'm going to wish you, happiness. I'm going to wish you healing. I'm going to wish you an abundance of happiness and healing, because in order to get to any level in our life, we have to deal with what was behind us. Because again, if we don't deal with it, it's going to tap on your shoulder and catch you off guard at the most inopportune time. Take time to heal for yourself. I'm out. I will talk to you guys later. Make sure you subscribe, hit that subscription button, and I'll talk to you guys later.